Jeremy Law here with our weekly interview with Sylacauga head football coach Matt Griffith. Coach, a close game last week, but you came out on top and essentially clinched a place in the playoffs.
Yeah, we did. You know, the thing is, we're up 28-7. We're fixing to we had full control of the game, and we relaxed. And when we relaxed, we started making mistakes, and we put them back in the ball game, and then we got in a dogfight. And, you know, we needed 2 turnovers right there by our defense and score quick to really put it back out of reach. But, you know, it went down to the wire on a team that's not won many games, but I knew they were going to pose us some problems. They were very big up front, and I'll be honest with you, we had a hard time getting our kids to focus all week. And we tell them all the time, you've got to be prepared for a war. If you don't get prepared, it's hard to flip the switch. And I thought we came out great and then just let up and then got in a dogfight. So, you know, I'm proud to get the win, and I'm glad we hung on for it, but it was not a pretty win, I promise you that.
You credited last week's maybe a little sloppy performance because of a bad week in practice, but you just told us you've had a great week so far.
We have. I tell you, we've been sharp all week. I mean, I can't. We've lined up correctly almost every time defensively. We got kids flying to the football. We're reading well right now. Offensively, we've really looked smooth. You should. I mean, it's game 8, but on the same token, hopefully that's a carryover that our kids have mentally getting ready to play a big ball game.
Like you said, this is week 8. What are some areas that your team still needs to improve in?
Well, you know, there's no doubt we continue to have to tackle. We continue to take the right angles, continue to line up correctly. Offensively, we have to continue to work and throwing the football and being effective in our passing game. And those things are, you know, some of them are getting better. Some of them are just growing pains with young kids.
Going to Clay Central this week with a chance, and you're fighting for a chance to host a playoff game this year.
Right.
Talk about this game this week.
Well, I mean, it's big. You know, I mean, I don't know how many times we've made the playoffs. This may be 6 or 7 straight. You know, I think we've made it 9 or 10 times. The 13 years I've been here, but we're having a hard time hosting a playoff game, a hard time getting out of the first round. And that kind of goes together, because if you host, you're a 1 or 2, and you're playing somebody's 3 or 4. When you don't host, you're a 3 or 4 playing somebody's 1 or 2, and it's difficult to get out of the first round. It's very important to our kids. It's very important to us to get out of that first round and make some noise and to host playoff games. We want our town to be proud, and we want other people to see the stadium.
Just tell us a little bit about Clay Central and some of the problems they may pose to you guys this week.
Well, you know, you combined 2 football powerhouses when you combine those schools. Mm-hmm. You know, Clay was a 3A powerhouse. Lineville was a 2A powerhouse. And, you know, it's a football factory. They don't care a whole lot about the other sports besides football there. And, you know, they've got a really good running back, really good quarterback. They're excellent on defense every year. Their claim to fame every year is they run a 3-4. It really looks like an old-fashioned 50, and they're good at it. And they're very well coached on that side of the football as well. So, you know, it's a 2 evenly matched schools, I think. I think both coaching staffs do a good job, and it's going to come down to kids who make less mistakes.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck this week. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.